Capricorn, welcome to your reading. So we're going to dive right in and get your current energy. What's influencing you? What do you need to focus on? And your past? And your strength? Your near future. I can feel a few cards want to come out. So your near future. What else do you need to know? What else is influencing this? Hopes or fears? And your potential outcome? And so this video is available on TikTok at Tarot with Michelle and on YouTube and Rumble, Tarot and Astrology with Michelle. So looking here, bottom of the deck, I'm not surprised to see the Seven of Pentacles showing up. The Seven of Pentacles is about you investing in yourself, investing in the life that you want to live. So building out the future. You may not see immediate results. Pentacles are very slow moving, but you're putting in the energy and the effort to make something realistic. And right now, what the universe is really directing you to do, right, with this Two of Swords energy is stay within yourself. The Two of Swords is standing at a crossroads and not really sure what to do. And you can see here on the card that she's blindfolded. She can't see what's in front of her, so she's not sure what action to take. But it's not about an outward action right now. It's about going within yourself, focusing on growing internally, grounding your emotions with this King of Cups, influencing it. There's something about going within yourself, completing out some sort of cycle. It's something that you've been working on. It's connected to your emotional growth. I'm also getting something connected to your ascension journey. So take it as it resonates for you. Whatever it is that you're working through, emotionally working through, keep doing that. You're not being directed to take any kind of outward action right now. It's all meant to be internal. And what the universe wants you to focus on here with that Queen of Pentacles energy is really just that. It's finding the balance within yourself. It's stabilizing, grounding yourself so that you're able to go after what you want. But it's about being able to act from a balanced place. So everything that's happening right now is to kind of create some sort of, I want to say normal routine, but that doesn't quite feel right. But it's something along those lines where it's grounding you, creating some stability in you, in the world around you, so that you can see things more clearly and act from that place of balance. Eight of Pentacles showing up here in the past. So the Eight of Pentacles is, it's working through everything that's showing up here in the current energy, but it also tells me that you mastered this, that you have the skills necessary to close out the cycle, really do all of this internal emotional growth work in order to find your balance and keep working towards the future that you want. Four of Cups showing up here in your strength position. Now, this Four of Cups energy, it's actually coming through as balance. So it's a card of being stuck. So you kind of find yourself in a situation where you're getting sad, disappointed, and then all of a sudden you're just not able to get out of that energy. Because the four here does represent stability and it's kind of being stuck emotionally. But I don't feel like that's actually the case with you. I actually feel like you're doing what you can to not get stuck emotionally, not get comfortable with an uncomfortable situation, or just being satisfied with making the best of a bad situation here. I actually feel like you're trying to consciously make a different choice. Showing up here in the near future, I have the Ten of Cups with the Star. And so that Ten of Cups, it is a marriage card. It's long-term happiness. And then the Star here, that Aquarius energy, it's focusing on goals and dreams, but it's also healing. And so everything that you're working towards looks like it's long-term happiness. Now, it could be with another person. Take it as it resonates for you. But ultimately, you want to pursue your dreams. And you want to go about it in a very balanced way, one that highlights the emotional fulfillment, that aligns with emotional fulfillment. And so when I look at the external influences, I'm getting the King of Swords. So what the universe is doing here is it's giving you the clarity. I'm also getting a message around giving you the tools. So knowledge is definitely a tool. There's something about knowledge that you're gaining in this period of introspection that's helping to clear some sort of path for you moving forward. I'm also getting the Knight of Cups and the Three of Cups. So the universe is, it feels like it's clearing a path. It's getting you to prioritize what really matters in your life, move in that direction. Knight of Cups, I'm ready to go towards my 10 of Cups. 3 of Cups, I'm feeling inspired and motivated, like a building energy. Feels like it's connected to that 7 of Pentacles, where the investments that you're making within yourself and the life that you want to live, it's about finding happiness, achieving happiness, continuously working towards that. And so sitting here in your hopes or fears, I'm getting the Strength card, Leo energy, and this is about the strength and courage within yourself. It's to pursue your goals and dreams. So whatever the past energy was, it's the 4 of Cups that I'm picking up on. When you were in some sort of phase or situation, it's kind of, I'm going to use Stockholm syndrome. So if you're in a situation, let's say it's a work environment, and in that work environment, you knew that this was an okay job. It was kind of worth the paycheck, but it wasn't something that you loved. And so you kind of made the best of a bad situation. I'm getting that energy again. The Strength card here in your hopes or fears says, yeah, but is that really how I want to live my life? Is kind of making the best out of a bad situation really being happy? And I don't get the sense that it is. And it feels like you're making some sort of conscious decision to make a change and really embrace it. Find that strength and courage within yourself to really embrace it. And so when I look at the potential outcome, I'm getting the Judgment card. And so the Judgment card is a resurrection and rebirth energy. It's the Phoenix rising. And so I love this because this really does indicate to me that you're taking all of the direction from your guides, your higher self, you're listening to it, you're doing the internal work in order to kind of change the approach to everything here, because that Judgment card says, however you approach things in the past, you're not going to be doing that going forward, because you're making foundation changes to yourself that will change the trajectory of your decisions, your actions, all of it. So let's get some additional detail. Tell me about the 2 of Swords here with the King of Cups. 2 of Pentacles. So the 2 of Pentacles is a balance, and it's prioritizing what really matters. And so it does feel like the more that you focus on your emotions and healing something, growing emotionally, grounding yourself in those emotions, you are finding the balance that you're looking for. I have 2 twos showing up, which is definitely a balanced energy, but it feels like when you find the internal balance, the outward balance becomes clear. That 2 of Swords, the indecision, you then see what steps you need to take. Tell me about that Queen of Pentacles. Empress. So Venus energy coming through, and this is really prioritizing what you love and value. It's what you love and value about yourself, your goals, your dreams, all of it, but it's also balance and harmony, alignment. And so what the universe is really getting you to do, focus inward, then do something outward. With the 8 of Pentacles here, I'm getting the 4 of Swords. So the 4 of Swords is clarity, and it's clarity through healing. So I'm getting a lot of stability out of you. So 8 of Pentacles, 4 of Swords, whatever this healing process was, you figured out what you needed to do. The skills were already there. You were addressing it. The energy feels like it's evolving, that the healing process is now turning into an ascension process. And they are kind of similar in a lot of ways. You need to heal from a wound before you understand kind of rising above it, what that really means. How do you prevent that from happening again? How do you change your entire perspective on things? That's the Judgment card. And so it does feel like you're stepping into your own spiritual strength and power. So with the 4 of Cups, I'm getting the 9 of Cups here. And so the 9 of Cups is the fulfillment of your goals and dreams. It feels like you're not settling anymore. If you were in a situation and you felt stuck, and again, you were just making the best of a bad situation, you're not going to do that anymore. You're focused on going after what you want, achieving long-term happiness here. Tell me about the Star here with the 10 of Cups. Wheel of Fortune, growth and prosperity. It's Jupiter energy. It blesses everything that it touches. So I love this showing up here for you because things are moving in the right direction. And what you have in front of you is a lot of opportunities opening up. So just keep doing what you're doing here. And with the King of Swords, I'm getting the 7 of Wands. The 7 of Wands, it's coming through a strength. And so the 7 of Wands is about advocating for yourself. It can be a resistance energy. If you are experiencing any kind of resistance, it's resistance to getting stuck, being complacent in an old situation. I do feel like you're ready to burst out of that altogether. King of Swords has been showing you what you need to do in order to fight your way through it, really kind of make those changes within yourself, because that's ultimately where it all stems from. You're the one that decided you were fine where you were, even if you really weren't. And so this is about showing you where to advocate for yourself and stand up and fight against anything here that is not letting you achieve the happiness that you're setting out for. With the Knight of Cups and the Three of Cups, I'm getting the Six of Pentacles. Now that Six of Pentacles is a card of generosity. This is really about you opening up to new opportunities, opening yourself up, exploring these opportunities. You're coming at it from a balanced place, because the only time that you feel generous is when you feel like you have enough, so much that you have extra to share with other people. And that's what I'm picking up here. And so it feels like you're opening yourself up to more happiness, pursuing it more. You're pouring your energy into it. Anything extra is like, okay, let's just keep working towards these kind of goals that I'm setting for myself, the happiness that I'm seeking. Tell me about strength. Eight of Pentacles. So the Eight of Pentacles is mastering a skill. And we have 2 8s showing up here. And so this tells me that you're ready to close out of whatever the healing is, for sure. You're in the process of going through an ascension right now. And this is about kind of finding the strength, holding on to the strength to master this entire process, because it's not easy. It requires a lot of that internal reflection and getting into your shadow self and figuring out, okay, well, what do I need to work on for me in order to raise my vibration? So that really speaks to the dedication to the process and how much you want to accomplish the goals that you set out to do. Tell me about Judgment. Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords is a lot of clarity here. I'm getting Gemini from this. And so take that as it resonates. But this Page of Swords likes to get into the details. Figure out, okay, what is happening here? What do I need to know? What information might be missing? I'm getting a sense that as you're moving forward, whatever information is coming to you, I feel like you're getting it through multiple ways. Sometimes it's going to be a download. All of a sudden, you're just going to know things. I'm also getting the intuitive awareness to know when to ask follow-up questions. I'm getting that energy from the page as well. So if somebody says something to you, and it may seem okay on the surface, but energetically something feels off, you're going to start asking those questions to get into the details, to figure out, okay, well, what do I need to know about this entire person or the situation? I feel like that's what this evolution, this ascension is doing for you. It's getting you to be in this place of awareness, and awareness in advance of something. I'm trying to find another way to articulate that, because it's almost like the anticipation that you would not have picked up in the past. Like in the past, if something happened, like an obstacle showed up on your path, you wouldn't have known until the obstacle showed up. Now it feels like the awareness is going to be, okay, if I keep going down this path, about 2 or 3 steps down the line, I've got an obstacle showing up. So what do I need to know about that obstacle? Is it meant to help direct me back onto my path? Why is that showing up? It feels like that's the awareness I'm picking up on, and also where you're going to ask all those questions like, okay, how do I address this? What do I do with the situation here? So I'm getting this very strong sense of intuition coming out, and this growth connected to your intuition. Everything seems to be falling into place. So Capricorn, we're going to take this into the extended. We're going to get any hidden messages here, anything that did not come out in the reading that you need to know. We're going to get messages from your higher self and spirit guides, advice to stay on track with everything, and then how it's going to play out over the next month. So if you're interested, link is below. Otherwise, I will see you soon. Take care.